I have Mr. Prasanth Rao from Poloumi, Director Poloumi from Hyderabad with me, who has built residential, commercial, done a lot of work on infrastructure in Hyderabad, has seen the Hyderabad real estate market for the last 2 decades. He is a promoter in the real estate world who has worked very hard to focus on trust and finally deliver the end product to the customer, and that has been his philosophy for the last 2 decades.
Thank you very much for having me here on the show. Pleasure meeting you and get to know you better.
I would love to know that, how was the shift when you moved from your banking journey and became an entrepreneur, and how have you seen the Hyderabad market evolve in these last 20 years?
Quite excited to actually have got into this business. My banking career ended in 2005 when I took the shift into entrepreneurship, and with the company that we founded, Poulomi, in 2005. September was when we founded this company, and from then it's been a great journey. A lot of ups and downs. We've seen the best times. 2005 was the best of times for real estate in Hyderabad. 2005, 2006 was one of the best years. Then we've seen a slump where the state went through an agitation process for a separate state. So almost 7 years, the real estate was very slow. So that's when we ventured into infrastructure works as well. We've done a lot of works within the state, outside the state as well. So that has given us a lot of growth as well and understanding of this business in a better perspective. Yeah.
Your roots lie in infrastructure development. I would want to know how has that helped you to build, Poloumi as a real estate brand?
Infrastructure was actually an afterthought. Came in post 2007 when the separate state was going through an agitation. Sorry, when the state was going through an agitation for a separate state. We had a huge manpower was dependent on us. Market was very slow. So that's when we decided that why don't we get into infrastructure. And we branched out, we started working for other builders. We've done a lot of work for the government. So that has actually helped us in terms of learning, a lot of learnings we've got from there.
How do you ensure that peace of mind as a metric is getting implemented by you and your team for your clients on the ground on a day-to-day or a regular basis?
See, the tagline peace of mind came in because generally there's a perception in this market that builders are troublesome, right? And when somebody is purchasing a house, it's one of his most valuable possession, and there's a lot of attachment to this house. So if we are able to deliver that peace of mind to that customer, there can be nothing better to him, right? So we ensure that right from the planning stage, when we start a project, the location of the project is important, right? So the process of the customer when he comes to choose an apartment, from there starts our interaction with him, to the process of him finalizing an apartment, to the construction process when we keep updating him regularly on the progress of his apartment, and then finally to handing over when he moves into his newly made home.
I realize that you also focus a lot on people when you are designing your projects, and it is not just about how the project looks. I would really want to know more about this.
Sure. I'll just break this up into two parts, I would say. So Bhartiya City acquisition, we've just acquired land from Manita. Along with Manita, we are abutting Bhartiya City in Tanisandra. It's an 85-acre township again, being developed by Manita as probably Manita Tech Park 2 or something. We are part of the residential division of Manita now, where we will be doing our the residential portion for that township as part of the integrated township. And you said yes. See, I think in the last 2 decades again, the style of living has evolved now. Earlier, we were all used to staying in independent houses or independent small unit apartments. From there, we've actually seen people now moving into gated communities, primarily because there's a lot of advantages in gated communities, right? You have safety, security for the children, the elders have their walking spaces, the lady of the house has convenience. So all these amenities and facilities have evolved in this gated community concept. So now people are preferring to move into gated communities. And now from there, now the next I think shift is moving into larger societies where you have work from home, where you have shopping within that community. So I think that's the new trend now, where we have larger areas where you have malls, you have a hotel, you have restaurants, just like Bhartiya City is. So I think Manyata Tech Park 2 also would be very similar to that, where we have all the amenities within one township, yes.
You've developed 7 projects, 4 million square feet, 2 projects which are already under construction. So 2 decades is a good amount of time. What have been your key learnings in terms of from a risk management standpoint?
So we've had a lot of ups and downs in this business, yes. See, real estate is cyclical. We do see a lot of upward trends and downward trends. So we've got to be lucky with this. So what we've learned in this is consistency, being a little realistic, being grounded, and that's what we are. If you see our journey starting off in 2005, wherein we started, and then 2007 onwards, there was a recession in Hyderabad reality market for about close to about 7 to 8 years. So we held on, we survived that trend, and we were lucky post-COVID when suddenly the market really did appreciate multiple times. So we were lucky. So this is a little cyclical, so you have to be able to sustain that cycle. Customer confidence is very, very important because when we are in a downward trend, projects tend to slow down a lot. So despite that, we have to ensure that we are able to deliver the project at the required quality, at the required timelines to the customer.
How would you want yourself to be remembered as an entrepreneur? Just one thing. And what is the legacy you want to leave behind?
Just being passionate about what I'm doing. Today, I'm very passionate about my work. I involve myself totally in each project, right from the planning stage to the end handing over process. In fact, post handover also, I directly interact with customers, attend to any query that they have, any issue that they face. So I think that gives me a lot of satisfaction. Right? So especially when I walk into these communities which are occupied, and customers or residents come up to me and thank me for having delivered such a wonderful project to them. That gives me a lot of satisfaction.
So it was wonderful talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.